Hello my babies. Welcome back to another video, folks. In this video today, we're going to discuss why women should train back, baby. Back attack. Ooh. Okay, let me give you guys some real quick history. I'm a personal trainer and I get tons of women telling me that they don't want to train upper body. They just want to hit legs and they just want to grow their butt, which I understand. That is what the patriarchy has instilled in us, that is what we should do. But there are tons of benefits to training back and training upper body in general, which I will be going over in this video today. We will also be discussing the anatomy of the back and which back muscles do what. And I'm going to show you guys what I personally do for my back workouts. And I'm going to be breaking down the exercises for y'all. And we're going to have a bonus tip at the end. So make sure you guys stick around to the end so you get all the good information. If you don't watch the video to the end, that's like reading half of a book. You don't get all of the information, and if you're doing that, you're only hurting yourself. Am I right? So make sure you watch the video until the very end so you can get all of the good information. I will eventually be also doing a video on why women should train shoulders and arms, biceps, triceps, all that good stuff, baby, all the upper body muscles. So make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on those videos, and let's get into it, shall we? Also, give this video a like for Suki Dog. Let's get it. All right, folks, let's kick this video off with the benefits of training back. The first benefit is that training your back will protect you against back pain, which is a very common thing that we all have because most of us, we're sitting all day, especially if we have a desk job. And as a matter of fact, speaking of that, strength training for the upper back was actually the best intervention for back pain for those who are office workers who sit at a desk all day. So just a little fun fact for today. The second benefit is a strong back helps maintain optimal posture, which, speaking of that, let's go ahead and do a little posture check. Are you looking like a little shrimp right now? I bet you are. Let's fix that posture, girl. Come on, fix yourself. If you didn't know already, the legs are the strongest muscles in the body, but the back comes second in terms of being the biggest and strongest muscles in the body, and therefore training them expends a lot of energy, which helps maintain body composition and blood glucose levels. Blood glucose levels, that is really hard to say. Try to say that 3 times fast. I bet you can. So that is the third benefit. And then I know what you guys are thinking right now. You're like, Christina, I don't care about any of that. I just want to look good. Okay, fine. Training your back, especially your lats, will help give you a V-shaped torso, which will make your waist appear smaller. So if you want to have that small little tiny waist, you got to train your back, baby. Especially, like I said, your lats. Which brings me into the smoothest transition of all time. Let's go over the muscles of the back, shall we? So first of all, we have the famous, one I was just speaking of, the latissimus dorsi. Isn't that fun to say? Say that. Say it out loud right now to yourself. Latissimus dorsi. It's kind of fun. Anywho, these are the large muscles that originate below the armpits. I hate that word, armpits, but I just said it twice. And run down the back of the rib cage. The action of the latissimus dorsi, let's just call them lats. I know it's fun to say, but let's just, for time's sake, lats. This muscle is responsible for shoulder movement, and it also stabilizes your back while extending your shoulders. The next muscle we have are the rhomboids. Those are located in the mid-upper back, and those are responsible for retraction of your scapulae. A lot of people say scapula, but little do they know the plural of scapula is scapulae. Kind of like how the plural of octopus is octopi. Why is it octopi? Why isn't it octopuses? Why octopi, right? Comment below #why octopi. Trapezius is next, which runs from the neck to the middle of your back and is responsible for the movement of your shoulder blades. Trapezius, that sounds like a Greek god name. And then we have the erector spinae. These are the muscles that run along your spine and control extension and lateral movement. We're gonna get into the next part of the video now, and if you haven't subscribed so far, I think it's about time you do that because, come on, I'm entertaining and you're learning a lot, and I have a nice swole back, so that's definitely plenty of reason for you to subscribe. Anyways, the back workout that I'm going to be showing you guys in this video today is how I made this exact back transformation. I made this in about a year. Not that long. If you really think about it, a year is going to go by whether you're working out or not. So you could either make a transformation a year from now, or you can remain the same. The choice is up to you. Enough of my cheesy motivational speech. Let's get into the workout. So the first exercise I have for y'all today are deadlifts. May I just add that this is my favorite lift of all time. If it is not your favorite of all time, then you are wrong and you need to change your mind. Anyways, I think a lot of ladies out there are a little bit intimidated by this exercise, but this is one of the greatest exercises that you can do. It's good for your core, good for your back, good for your legs, good for your glutes, good for your calves. Okay, you get the point? It's good for basically everything. So it is definitely a full body compound movement. Let me tell you how the form is going to work. You're going to walk right up to the bars so that your shins are snugged up against it. Make sure your shins are cuddling with the bar there. And then you're going to grab the bar. You're going to make sure your back is flat and your chest is up. And a good tip I have for this is pretend like you have a symbol on your chest, like you have the Wonder Woman symbol on your chest, because you are Wonder Woman and you want to show that symbol off. So make sure you keep your chest up the whole time. Whatever you do, whatever you freaking do not round your back. That is pretty much, I believe, the most common way people hurt themselves with this exercise. Make sure that back is flat. You're going to grab the bar right outside of your little leggies there. Brace your core and pull that bitch up. Act like you're trying to push the ground away from you with your feet. That, folks, is a deadlift. Like I said, one of the best lifts of all time. Another very important thing that I should add is if your form is not correct, you need to drop the weight. I don't care who says what. Form is much more important than weight. It's much more important that you do the exercise properly and don't get injured and activate the correct muscles than it is to just look cool. And actually, if your form is shit, you don't really look cool. Let's be real. You kind of look like a fool and you need to go back to school, lifting school, because what mama says is the rules. God damn, that was bars. Such bars. Wow. If you can't do it with the barbell yet, that's okay. Just start off with some lighter weights. You could start off with some dumbbells, kettlebell, whatever you prefer. Next up, we have some pull-ups, folks. I was not able to do pull-ups at all when I started lifting. Actually, it was even difficult for me to do assisted pull-ups. So don't get discouraged if you can't do one yet. There are plenty of ways to work up to it, such as adding a resistance band. So see here, just be careful if you got a resistance band not to like fall. Especially if your machine is high up off the ground like this one. Just kind of maneuver yourself in there, and you can either hold underhand, overhand, you know, whatever you prefer. I just kind of like holding right here. You do what works for you, but this is what I do. Another thing, once again, make sure your chest is up, core is engaged, and you are pulling with all your little might. As you can see, like on this 9th rep, I was grinding that shit out. I was like, I'm gonna get this, and I don't think I actually fully got it, but I'm just saying, you called working out for a reason, right? You gotta put in the work. You could also use an assisted pull-up machine. This gym I'm at doesn't have one, but if your gym does, you can use that, and eventually you will be able to work your way up to doing complete pull-ups without any assistance, just like I did. If I can do it, you can do it too. Next up, we have the Lat Pull-Down, another one of my favorite exercises. So for the Lat Pull-Down, a special little tip I will give y'all is when you're doing this exercise, try to focus on pulling your elbows in towards your rib cage, and that will help activate your lats more. A lot of people, when they do back exercises, they feel it more in their biceps. So you really have to learn how to activate those back muscles, because a lot of people, when they're beginners, they're just not used to it and they don't really know how to activate it. So if you're feeling this more in your biceps, try that little trick. You are going to feel your biceps while you're working back. Sometimes the biceps are an assister in back exercises, so it is normal to feel it a little bit, but you shouldn't only feel it in your biceps. You should be feeling it in your back as well. So yes, as it says in the name, this exercise is for your lats. Those guys that we discussed earlier, your wangs, your chicken wangs, or hopefully they're like pterodactyl wings. That's what we're really going for here. So grab the bar and pull it down. You want to make sure that see those little things in front of me, those little cushions, you want to make sure those are locking you in nice and tight. Go ahead and activate your lats and get it going, babies. And it's good, I think, with almost every exercise to take a second to squeeze at the bottom. Like take a second, really squeeze those lat muscles. And then I was supersetting these with some cable rows. You're gonna put your little feet up and you're gonna scooch back a little bit, and always keep a slight bend in your knees. Never ever lock out any joint ever. I don't care what Jules Seidman says, do not lock out any joints. And then you're gonna pull that bitch. So when you're doing this exercise, once again, if you're feeling it more in your biceps than you are in your back, try to think that you're holding a pencil in between your shoulder blades. Why a pencil? I don't know. It could really be anything. Like it could be a banana, it could be a lighter, it could be any inanimate object, or maybe an animate object, I don't know. And that's how you're gonna really help activate those little Rhombies. ROMs for the moms. You like extend forward a little bit, that'll help give you a nice stretch. The last exercise that I have for you folks is this low row machine. Lots of rows. With this exercise, since I'm using the wide grip handles, it is hitting more of my lats. So if you do it the way I'm doing it, then you will be feeling it more in your lats. And I like this exercise because it's a unilateral exercise, so it can be really good for fixing muscle imbalances if you have one. I unfortunately do, so that's why I do these. Right? Damn, look at that back. I must say my back is my favorite feature. All right, sorry, enough admiring myself. It just feels good to like finally love myself. Okay, so just let me do that. Anyways, so yeah, you're just gonna pull that guy back and really squeeze those lats. Oh my god, am I gonna spit some bars again? I probably shouldn't. Make sure you keep your chest up against the little pad in front of you the whole time, and make sure obviously that your posture is nice and straight. Make sure your posture is nice and straight for all of these exercises. You don't want to be crumbling like a little shrimp for any of these exercises. So that is the workout, folks. Did y'all like it? I hope y'all enjoyed it. Make sure you give this video a like if you did like it, and try these exercises out if you've never done them before. Comment below how it goes. I'm really curious. And if you have any questions or concerns, obviously you can comment that as well. Make sure you guys subscribe so you can join the Swole Squad, and so that you don't miss the next part in the series of why women should train their shoulders, aka delts, aka I don't have any more fun names. But yeah, if you'd like to support me on Patreon for just $2 a month, the link is in the description. Shout out my patrons. I love you guys so much. Like, seriously, really appreciate y'all. If you would like to get some Mama Swole merch, Swole Squad merch, the link is below. I also have workout programs on mamaswole.com. So make sure you go give those a little look-see. I will see you guys on the next one. Have a good ass day. Okay, so since you guys stuck around to the end, congratulations, first of all. You did it. So now it's time for my bonus tip. And my bonus tip is, drum roll please, listen to some rhythm while you're hitting back. I know, that's probably not what you guys expected. But listen to this shit. How can you not have a good ass workout when you listen to this? Check it out. I am more powerful than See, it's so good. Like, how could you not have a good workout to that? Wow, the room is kind of spinning right now. Also, Swedish fish, bro. Like, Swedish fish? Every time I have Swedish fish before my workouts, woo! I hit some new PRs. I have a good ass workout, so this is another secret. And a third secret is pre-workout. I personally prefer Transparent Labs pre-workout. You can use code MamaSwole for a discount. That's all for my bonus tips, but they really do work for me. I'm not kidding. I know this sounds like a joke, but it's no cap. This really gets me to have better workouts.
How to get my weight up, yeah. Hey. Weight in the cake up, yeah. Turn up in the gym, know I'm calling Mama Swole. Bad little shawty and you know I'm on a roll.
Press like an empress, no one to impress with. Find me on the guest list. Got that Louis V necklace. Subscribe to the Mama Swole channel, even if your name is random. Got it lit like a candle. Catch me swerving in the Lambo.